Same position, and I rotate my hand down, rotate my knuckles down towards the ground. Look what I get. That's closing the club face. This is referred to in the wrist as flexion. So we have extension, open, we have flexion, closing. Hey golfers, Tony McMullen, the founder of Smart Golf Academy here. Today we're going to talk about how to sync up your club face and your swing path. So if you're someone that has trouble with consistency and the direction that you hit the golf ball, this is really going to help you to understand how it works and how to make it work for you, more importantly. And that's going to help you to hit the ball more consistently at your target. If you like to curve the ball a little bit, this is going to help you too. Whether you hit a fade or a draw, it's going to help you understand. If you don't know why you do that, you just do it. Or if you want to do that more consistently, this is really going to help you. But first, if you're not already a subscriber, we'd love to have you as one. Hit the little bell down below. Every time we put out content, it's going to allow you to access the content, and I guarantee you it's going to make your game better. And leave us a comment if there's something that we put out that's really helped you, or if you have a question about something that we put out in our content, let us know. Let us get back to you. We'd love to do that. All right? So something that I want to start with is very simple, okay? If you are a right-handed golfer, put the club in your left hand. You can use any iron, okay? I've got a 5-iron here. All right, simply raise the club by hinging your wrist. So that means don't move your arm, but only hinge your wrist, okay? For those of you who are into the technical side of the house, that is a radial deviation, okay? So you're gonna stand here and you're just gonna raise the club. And as you watch the club, what you're gonna see is that the face really doesn't rotate. In other words, it's not rotating left to right, closed or open. We're getting none of that. I'm gonna get to that in just a second. But this is your takeaway when you swing. When you start to take the club back, that makes the takeaway for you, okay? Now you want to take the club back on plane, so as you're doing this, okay, that is helping you to understand how to take the club back on plane, because all I'm doing is hinging my wrist as I turn, okay? Now, the next move would be to simply turn, put your club across, kind of across your belt line like that, flat left wrist, okay? The first move you're going to make is the one we really don't want, and that is you're going to turn your wrist, turn the back of your hand up towards you, okay? That's what we refer to as extension. Now, if you look at the club head, I'll get a little closer here. If you watch the club head when I do that, it rotates open, okay? All right. Now, same thing, if I set up again, same position, and I rotate my hand down, rotate my knuckles down towards the ground, look what I get. That's closing the club face. This is referred to in the wrist as flexion. So we have extension, open, we have flexion, closing, okay? Unless you're trying to hit a fade, we really don't use extension very much at all, okay? Especially if you're a higher handicap golfer, you want to learn to use flexion. You want to learn to get the club face to move with you. An easy way to get the club face to close a little quicker, to hit the ball a little straighter, if you're a high handicap golfer, is a simple exercise. Take your left thumb, put it up in the air, rotate back a little bit, it rotates a little bit away from you, and then I want you to rotate forward, and I want you to let the thumb turn away from you, okay? It's gonna turn away from you, just like that right there. Something you can do at home. The elbow stays underneath, okay? Just like that, get that feel. What does that do for us? Well, that's going to, as I move my left thumb away from me, you can see where it's going to rotate and close the face, okay? My thumb's rotating away from me. Okay, it is squaring the face and releasing it, okay? Something that's really important for you to understand, you're moving faster than you think you are. So anything that we're trying to do in the golf swing, we don't want to manipulate the club, but as we're releasing it, you might want to try releasing it just a little bit earlier, because as I said, you're moving faster than you think you are. So you're going to need to release that club a little sooner than you think you need to. Do not wait until you get to the golf ball to start trying to release the golf club. Especially, again, if you're a high handicapper, because then it's too late. On average, it's about 7/10 of a second for us to go from the top of our swing to impact. Not a lot of time if we're going to start making moves and start turning the way we should and releasing the club. That's not a lot of time to make extra adjustments, okay? So one more time, very simply to help you understand this. If you're a right-handed golfer, grip the club in your left hand, your arm stays down, and hinge the club up. That is a straight hinge right here, okay? Just like that right there. all right? And then you can also turn. I'm going to turn to the left, get the club in front of you, across you, okay? If you hinge your wrist up, that's extension, that's opening the club face. If you hinge your wrist away from you, that's flexion, that's closing the club face. And then to hit the ball, let your left thumb just rotate away from you, and you'll have the club rotating through the ball square and releasing, okay? Now, word of caution, as you're doing this, if you start hitting the ball, if you're a right-handed golfer, you start hitting the ball left, and it goes a little further left, and it starts hooking left after that, okay, then you're kind of overdoing it, right? So you can tempo this out, kind of the energy you need to get the club face to square up when you hit the golf ball. That's a learned, and it takes time, but that's a learned behavior, okay? So you want to practice your timing, practice your tempo. But those ideas of hinging up for your takeaway and then rotating the club to the left, as by doing that with your left thumb rotating away from you, will help you to square the club face, help you to start hit some nice little draws and hit the ball a little straighter, a little bit more consistently. Give that a try, work with it a little bit, be patient with it, but it's going to help you in the long run to become much more consistent in your ball striking.